Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary and this is All Things Beauty. And today we are back again for episode 4 of Love Island USA. So let's get started. I have my notes right here, so I'll be looking at it for reference. So episode 3 ended with Huda telling Jeremiah basically about her being a mom and having a child. So episode 4 picks up at the same spot right after Huda tells Jeremiah about the baby. And Jeremiah seemed to take it well-ish, as well as he could, for hearing that the girl you like has a baby. I think he's doing a good job of pretending to be okay with it. As a viewer, though, I feel like as viewers, we can tell he's struggling, but he's like lying to himself and lying to Huda that he's okay with it. But in reality, we know he's not. And as soon as the right opportunity comes, I believe he will leave her. But yeah, so he tells her, it doesn't change how I feel about you. I still want to get to know you, which is kind of sweet. And I think she enjoyed hearing that. I think she wanted to hear him be like, oh my gosh, I like you, I don't care. But I mean, that's a lot to ask for someone you just met like less than a week ago. I feel like Jeremiah is playing a game. I think he's doing a good enough job of, again, convincing Huda. But there's a point in the episode where he mentioned winning. He's like, yeah, when we win this. And I'm just like, ding, 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 ding. Like, I had a feeling that he was playing a game because he just, I don't know. He was just like doing the most. Like, oh my gosh, I like you. Oh my gosh, we're perfect. Oh my gosh, I'm closed off. I'm not kissing anyone else. It was just too good to be true. So once he mentioned winning, I was like, okay, yes, I was right all along. He's a player. He's playing a game, and his mission is to win. So I would say he's a little bit smarter than most players because usually you just want to get girls, but his mission is to win the show. And I think he has a rude awakening because people are going to realize that he's all fake. Like I just realized that he's fake. So yeah, Jeremiah, I got my eyes on you. I don't trust you. I think your relationship with Huda is fake. And I believe once a new girl comes in that's your type, you will leave her. So there's still a love triangle between Mr. Nick and Belle-A and Cierra. So Nick is basically going back and forth between the ladies. One minute he's more for Cierra, and then another he's like, oh, but I still like Belle-A. And so it's kind of annoying to watch because it's like, I feel like when you know, the two girls, they're both beautiful, but they're both very different. Like not just physically look different, their personality and how they are, their character, at least from what we've seen so far on the TV, seem to be very different. So I feel like he knows who he wants, but he's just like not trying to hurt anyone, which is why he's playing the long game, trying to say he doesn't know. But I think he knows who he wants. I believe that maybe Belle-A is more his type. He's said that he's attracted to Belle-A. I think in the first episode he mentioned that his love language is physical touch. I think because Cierra gives him that love language, which is the physical touch, by kissing him and caressing him, and Cierra gives him that physical touch that he needs or that he wants. But Belle-A is like emotionally what he wants, if that makes sense. I think Belle-A's his type, but Cierra is giving him what he wants. So at the end of the day, I do believe he'll choose Cierra because he's a man, and men tend to go with over physical instead of intellectual. But we shall see. Oh my gosh. So they showed the islanders getting ready for a night, and oh my gosh, there was this really cute scene, and it was Taylor and Orlandria. So all the islanders getting ready for bed, and Taylor is helping Orlandria put on her bonnet, and it's so cute. It was just like a short moment, but I peeped it and I thought it was so cute. And unless you're a black girl or a girl who puts on bonnets, you wouldn't understand. But when I saw it, it just melts my heart because it's like, as black women, our hair is everything. So for her to be like, I trust you enough to touch my head and put my bonnet on, that speaks volume. So I wish we see more of them, but so far I like them. I don't think they're like chemistry is like amazing, but I think they have a nice playful friendship going on. Okay, so the Islanders, if you know Love Island, you know Love Island love their game. So the Islanders play a game, and this game, it's like a baseball game. It's like all about bases, first, second, third, and fourth base, and home runs. So in this game, the women are supposed to rank their top four men according to base. So first base, second base, third base, and fourth base. And fourth base is basically home run. So it's the guy that they like the most. And then first base would be the guy they like the least. So each girl gets to rank their top four. And yeah, each as you go up in the base, the intensity, chemistry, physical, all that gets more intense. And it got a little steamy. I'm not gonna lie, it got a little steamy. So first up we had Huda. So for her first base, she had Taylor. And second base, she had Nick. Third base, she had Ace. And fourth base, Jeremiah. Not surprised at all. Alandria had Nick in her first base. Charlie in her second base. That was surprising to me because I don't think I've ever seen them talk. So the fact that she ranked Charlie higher than Nick was surprising. Ace in her third base. Not surprised because we know she had a thing for him. She made out with him in like episode 2. And Taylor, her little cowboy, yeehaw. Taylor was in her fourth base home run. Next, we have Cierra. Cierra had Charlie in her first base, Taylor in her second base, Austin, third base, and Nick, fourth base. Shelly was up next, and Shelly had Charlie, first base, Taylor, second base, Austin, third base, and Ace, your boy Ace, was in fourth base. Lastly, we had Belle-A. Belle-A had Charlie, first base, Taylor, second base, Ace, third base, and Nick, fourth base. And oh my gosh, so Belle-A surprised everyone because she decided that she's gonna kiss everyone, you know? Up to this point, Bella is the only Islander who has not kissed anyone. She said in the first episode that she doesn't kiss on the first date. So far she hadn't kissed anyone yet, but she decided this game was when she was gonna lose her lips virginity, and she kissed all four of the boys, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I think you could tell she was uncomfortable a little bit, but she maybe felt like she had to continue on the show, I think, because you can't be on Love Island and not kiss. So I think she did a good job. Nick was a little jelly because he wanted to be her first kiss. But Charlie was her first kiss. So yeah, Nick got a little jelly, but he got the best one. He saved the best for last. He was fourth base. It was cute. So I'm proud of Belle-A. She finally stepped out of her comfort zone. So after all the girls did their bases, in walked two new bombshells, two girls. Their names were Amaya and Hannah. Hannah's blonde and then Amaya's brunette. They walked in. They looked good. So Hannah went first and she chose Austin as her first base, Jeremiah second base, Charlie third base, and Nick fourth base. And then Amaya was up next. Amaya chose Charlie first base, Nick second base, Ace third base, and Jeremiah fourth base, which Huda was livid. That girl was not happy. She was fuming, like calling this new girl names, saying I don't like her, she's that, she's this. Huda is a little cray cray. And I love my girl Huda. I love her. I think she's fun. She seems sweet. But girl, you are crazy. Mind you, we're still in week 1. Okay? So it has not been a full 7 days yet. And this girl is going crazy because the new girl kissed Jeremiah in a game where you're supposed to kiss people. Yeah, so Huda, you're losing me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I love you, but you're losing me just a little bit with your little crazy obsessiveness. I think, I could be wrong, but I think maybe Huda and Jeremiah have done things. And this is not to shame her or anyone, but just like looking at how upset she got that the new girl kissed him, it can't just be because you like him. Like there has to be more. And we've seen in the night cam that they are going in their makeout, so I feel like maybe they've done things that they haven't told people yet, because they may have done things so she feels like he belongs to her and no one else can have him. It's like, girl, Jeremiah's for the streets, okay? And more importantly, this is Love Island. It's a game. So I could be wrong. Maybe they've only kissed. But from the looks of it, they've done things. And she is obsessed, and because she caught feelings. And she doesn't want him to leave her, which I have a bad feeling he will. I'm sorry, Huda. I love you, but get it together. So going back to the game, Mr. Charlie, I'm gonna tell you who I was most surprised about. Okay, so for the game, Charlie, I would say almost all the girls except Huda put Charlie in their top 5, and that was very surprising to me because, like, a lot of these girls, I don't see them ever talking to him or showing interest in him. So it was surprising that they all put him in their top. And most of them did not pick Jeremiah. And that one I understand, because I think a lot of the girls have loyalty towards Huda, and they know that Huda has claimed her territory with Jeremiah, so they don't even want to go there. So which is why only the new girls like actually kissed him, and the OGs are like, yeah, we're not touching that. So I think Jeremiah probably low key does not like that everyone is avoiding him, but hey, that's what you get. You went all in too fast, and now you are stuck with being known as a married couple. Okay, so we're back with Mr. Nick and his indecisiveness. I think at this point he just needs to make a decision. He keeps going back and forth. So there was one point he took Belle-A to the speakeasy room, and they're chatting and they made out. It was kind of hot. They made out, and she got all giddy and excited. She went and told Alandria about it. And then not even like maybe 10 minutes later, he went and got Cierra and then took her to the photo booth and made out with her. It's like, dude, you can't be toying with two girls like that. You have to make a decision and just stick to it. I understand it. Love Island's about exploring, but you've explored enough. Tick, tick, tick. Make a decision, okay? Stop stringing along two girls. Charlie, surprisingly, is making a connection with their new girl, Hannah. They have like a little cute chemistry, and Hannah mentioned that her type. So they kissed, they made out. It was pretty cool. So I'm happy for him. You go, Charlie. Congrats, and I hope it works out. So that was episode 4. And we're gonna go straight into episode 5. Not much happened in episode 5. So I'll just go through it quickly. The main thing that happened with episode 5 happened in the end. So like most of the episode was just kind of like boring. We have Amaya, the new girl. One of the new girls, she was connecting with Austin, which was very interesting. Like, I don't think Austin likes her, but Austin, I think, just goes with whoever shows him interest, because like he was like that way with Shelly, like, and now he's that way with the new girl. Although I will say him and Amaya have a little bit more than him and Shelly did. Either way, I don't think either one of them are his type. But yeah, they seem to have something going on, and they kiss. It was, yeah, it was a kiss. It wasn't like amazing, but it was a kiss. And so good for you, Austin, finally getting some action. I definitely did not see that coming. I think so Amaya basically went to Jeremiah, was like, "Hey, I want to get to know you." And Jeremiah told Amaya that his focus is on Huda. So I think that gave Amaya the green light to be like, "Okay, I can, put my interest elsewhere." I like that Jeremiah was like just upfront, even though I still believe he's faking it. I still believe he's playing a game. At least he was upfront with her and didn't waste her time. So she moved right along to Mr. Austin. The plot twist I did not see coming. Um, yeah, that's basically the only thing that happened in that episode is Amaya, the new girls getting to know the Islanders, and then also the same back and forth with Nick and Cierra and Belle-A. So this is the episode where we finally end the love triangle. The love triangle comes to an end because Nick is forced to make a decision. So we have the very first recoupling of this season. We have the men. The men get to choose who the couple up with, and the girl that is not chosen goes home. First up, we had Jeremiah. Jeremiah chose Huda. Surprise, surprise. Taylor chose Olandria. Again, not surprised. Charlie chose new girl Hannah. Not surprised again because they had a little cute kiss makeout session in the previous episode. So I think I saw that coming. Ace was next, and Ace chose Amaya, which was so surprising because we all see that Ace and Shelly have a chemistry. They've talked about their history. Like, they have genuine chemistry. So it's like your first opportunity to finally be with a girl, and you go and choose someone else. Like, I'm trying to figure out what game he's playing. I think he's trying to have his cake and eat it too. So have Shelly on the side, but like play around and try different girls. And when he's ready, go back to Shelly. So I hope Shelly is not just sitting waiting for him, because it's like, what the fuck? This was your perfect opportunity to be with your girl, and you went and chose someone else. So yeah, Ace chose Amaya. Austin chose Shelly. I don't think that's who he would have chosen had he gone first. I think because Ace chose Amaya, he had no choice but to choose Shelly. But I think if it was up to him, if he had gone before Ace, he would have chosen Amaya, just because him and Shelly already discussed that they were just friends, so I don't see romantic vibes with them at all. At all. Okay, so now we're down to the last man standing, and that's Mr. Nick. Nick has to decide between Cierra and Belle-A. And this whole time, we're led to believe that he likes them both equally. Even though I said from I didn't think he did because he made it clear he liked physical touch. But yeah, he's telling everyone it's 50, 50, 50. So this is the time to make his decision. And drum roll, please. He chose Cierra. And to be honest, I am so glad he finally chose. Like, I don't think it doesn't matter who he would, even if he chose Belle, I would have still been happy because at the end of the day, I don't think it's right for him to just go back and forth with the two ladies. So I'm glad he finally made a decision. And this might be unpopular opinion, but I think he made the right choice. I think he chose well because at the end of the day, Belle would never, I don't want to say never, but because of Bella's strong values from what she said and also from what we've seen, she is not the type of girl to be physical or be quick. She's only had one relationship and one partner. Whereas Nick's talked about how he's traveled the world, and I just don't think they would have ever aligned. So I'm glad he kind of saved her and just went with Cierra because they have a cute vibe, and I think Cierra is more likely to give him what he needs. So yeah, that was the episode and my recap of episode 4 and 5. Oh, sorry, 4 and 6. Episode 5 was After Sun. So that was in a regular episode. So this is episode 4 and 6. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me down below what you think of this recap, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.